Welcome. Welcome, everybody. Thank you very much for joining us.
So hard always.
It's always, well, we have to
Always
do it.
late.
Always late. We have to do it the right way. Oh, hang on. I'm going to do another mugger up. Look, I'm going to press that button. It's going to do that.
That's fine because
I'm
the
doing
audio
it.
is not.
The audio's not on, so that I can see people chatting over there. Hey, how you doing? Thank
We
you
can
very
see
much.
people chatting here.
Oh, yeah, I can see them chatting there as well, so I don't need that chat. Well, that's how
No.
professional we are. Here we go. Um, Awesome. John Daniel's got some cheap motors. I reckon you have, mate. I reckon you've got quite a few cheap motors. Nice big box full of them. Um, can you believe it, Flo? We sent my motors to John's house
Why?
because the new girl, like,
The
you
new
know,
girl.
it happens. It's a new girl. But before we get into all that, thank you very much. This is Carlos,
Am I?
world's favourite pilot, and Tom Ashley in the background, the super creative master of
Keep coming.
so many
Keep
different
coming.
things.
Keep coming.
He's the man that helped me
Hey, Sean.
do all the
And
CAD
Sniffy.
work
Hey,
on the
Sniffy.
Sensi.
Sniffy,
He's
not Sniffy.
he's Tom from Raggy. So if anyone knows Raggy Frames, he's also
Oh, they should, because it's our background. You see?
yeah, all that artwork in the
Look, all
background
this.
around the picture. That's all
Tell
Tom's
him up.
artwork. And he's also the man that's just done all of these landscapes.
Oh, yeah.
So there's a lot, you know, that we got to thank Tom for. Thank you very much, Tom, in the
Hey,
background.
Sparky.
Thanks, Tom. Say hello, Tom. Say hello
That's
to
right.
people.
Hello, people.
Hello, people.
Hello, people.
Yes. So he is the brains. He's the creative master.
He's the brains, the bronze, and
yeah. I don't know about
Everything.
did all of it.
Bring
Don't know about
it
all of
on.
that. But
Wife, if you're tuning in, listen.
if you're tuning in,
Wife.
listen.
Listen.
But no. So we're gonna talk about Orlando's a little bit today.
Yeah.
And a few other bits and pieces. We do have a list as usual, like little things written down. Not that we take much notice.
Mostly forget most of it.
But
So,
these landscapes and stuff like that is kind of where we are.
Rich is saying hi, Tom.
He's like right behind me. Can you see that Tom's
Yeah,
like
he's
behind me?
I
So
think
Tom, I'm just gonna talk to you like this if I talk to you,
Yeah,
Tom.
okay.
Can you deal with that?
It's
I can deal
terrible.
with
Can you deal with me just like not even looking at you while I
I
talk
can
to
do
you?
that.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey,
Right.
C Lovey.
So where should we start?
I don't
Which
know.
little subject should we start on? For some of our American viewers, I've
Which ones?
sent some
Oh,
senses
I sent some senses over to America.
over to Tiny Whoop.
Over
So
to America.
harass Jesse for them.
Yeah.
They'll be listed as soon as they can. I've sent some of those over there, so there's a few people over there who wants them.
Yeah. What size is it? Is it like
Is it like what?
Is it the
It's that
new one?
Yeah, it's the new one. The new
And does it
Sensi.
have
Not the
the?
titch.
And
You
I
know, you sent a
actually
couple
I
of
sent
titches.
in 5 titches as well, so not a lot of titches. I just sent them like more as a present, but
Okay.
so they're getting all those out there.
And do they have the pads as well?
Yeah, full
Okay.
kit, the pads, the foam bits, and all the rest of it.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
And this is a
and
new
this
new thing.
oh
as
yeah,
well.
let's quickly show that then. Should we do zoom cam for that?
You have a script.
Should we do
No script. Not
a
really.
script? We have
Not
what?
really.
Never seen a script. What we have okay, zoom cam,
Kind of a script.
transition. There we go. So I
it
cut
not?
these little bits of mylar, and there's 2 types. There's one with and one without, and the with and without is the little cut lines. So these cut lines, which Carlos doesn't see any point in having.
I don't know.
Well, all right, but you know, it helps you to cut it if you wanted to cut it in that pattern. Looks a bit Star Warsy, I think. But so these are this one, that one. These 4 are 20 by 20, and these 4 are tiny whoop size, but they're just insulators.
Oh, John is saying he loved my Borat.
Oh, we all love the Borat. Very nice. So essentially, if you had something like this, and you wanted to get that a little bit closer, this would be in between the 2.
Yes.
Yeah, screwed
It's nice.
down.
Like for 20
And
by
it's
20 stacks, like I have here, for example.
for that.
Then I have to put like a ton of stuff.
Look at that. Look how close that lot is. Oh my god.
Yeah, I always get like.
So that could go in between.
I just put what do you call it? Like a little bit of tape in between.
Something you're
Just
trying to
make sure.
insulate. Well,
But
this
when you
is
have
it.
something like that,
That's it.
it's
So
easier.
I'm going to give out a few of these with orders.
Yeah.
These things, and I'll probably one of each, and then just see what people think, and then you can let me know when you've had them.
Yeah.
Yeah, people. So make some orders, and you'll get some of those. Feedback styly.
Styly.
Yes, feedback style.
Oh, feedback.
Feedback. Yes, you know.
So like who's styly?
Feedback style. Yeah, feedback. And then so they've gone. Those little things. These little insulators. I think they're very cute.
They're nice. When I saw it because you did this for the
Sensi.
Sensi.
Yes.
And I said like, oh, this would be really nice
Very
for 20
handy.
by 20.
Yeah.
and even maybe 30 by 30 boards. So maybe people that
Yeah, well, I could just carry on putting
I
different
guess
hole
because
patterns.
you sell more micros,
Yeah, I'm very micro, but
people would be more people that buy from you are probably they
the
have more
micro
micros than
people.
5 inches. But I guess some people have 5 inches as well. So it would be nice to have a 30 by 30 for that as well.
I could quite
I think.
easily change that to 30 by 30.
Yeah.
I could
Oh,
change
yeah, you
these
could have all
Because
outside.
of them. You
people
could have
nowadays
You could
people
have
are
60s,
loads of
using
them.
20s, yeah.
a lot more stacked.
Yeah.
So
See, that's
4-in-1 ESCs.
well, that's what the idea was with these cut lines.
Yeah.
Was that so? If you're only using a 20 by 20, you don't need these outside holes. So you follow those
Yeah, just
lines
cut them.
to trim it back neatly. Yeah, I know you don't care about neatness, but some do. Yeah.
Nobody does.
So these lines would allow you
Because
to trim.
you're not gonna see this anyway.
Well, you'd see the edge of it in between your stack and how far it sticks out. But
Okay.
yeah, so this is the latest product you never knew you needed, and they're going to come now.
Have a micro.
Very
Tell
nice.
the wife it's a 5 inch.
That's it. They don't, this is why women park so badly because
What?
men keep telling them that 6 inches. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's very bad. um,
Yeah.
we've really distracted at the minute. So I'm excited to show Tom stuff, and I can see Tom itching to talk about his
Yeah.
bits and pieces. It is do day,
It is due day.
do day.
It's due
I
day.
quite like that.
Not
That's not a bad
You
name
could
for a
have
little
some cool
Due date.
t-shirts,
yeah
I'm sure.
do day. I quite like that. Yeah, do day.
Hat back on.
So
Huh?
Hat back on.
No.
No, you really
we've
Like my new
been
haircut.
we've been
Cut
talking
back on.
and pushing and trying to incentivize.
You asshole.
And are you just having a private conversation
Yeah,
behind me there?
sorry.
Okay. And trying to incentivize people out there. Oh, by the way, today's T-shirt is a memory
Classic.
from Formula FPV, classic old school T-shirt. Yeah, this was quite some time ago.
I still have mine.
Yeah,
Still packed away in
I
there.
didn't
classic
get one.
T-shirt.
And I use it a lot because it's hot now.
Well, it's a great
It's a bit
T-shirt.
hot for
It's a little bit hot.
Yeah.
It's a bit, but it's good quality.
good quality.
That's the
Yes,
issue.
I like it.
Okay, so anyway, back to the plot.
I lost it already.
The plot. Well, we didn't have much of a plot.
What were we
So
talking about?
I'm excited to just quickly show
Show
Tom's
boxes.
boxes.
Do you want to do the thing?
Can we do the? Can you go out there
Is
and
it gonna
phone
work?
me? Can you try it? Can you go out and
Well, you
phone
can phone me now.
Well, all right. Can you just
Oh,
phone us up?
Phone
Do
you
it
up.
your way.
We're gonna
then.
try something.
Do it your way. Phone us up.
Remember,
I'll
mute.
quickly
Mute
answer it and
quickly.
quickly mute you as well.
I'll move this back because we're going to be
Yeah.
moving.
So I'm
Okay.
going to answer you, mute me.
There
There
we
you
go.
go.
Okay.
That
Oh,
on
that
full
seems to be
screen.
working.
Seems to be working. Let's have a look. Transition.
Ah!
There we go. There we go. So now we've got roving
Wow!
camera.
Finally.
We tried
That
to
took
do
a
it
while.
This
before.
is the Carlos
We
show.
tried to do it before, and now we're doing it roving camera style. So there's Carlos, and he's out the back because we've got quite a lot of stuff out the back. Oh, thanks for joining us, Ray. How you doing? Hi, we met you, buddy. Why are you on this speaker? I don't want this one. Okay. All right. Let's see. So he's outside now.
Wait, I have an idea.
I can hear you though. If we
Yeah,
leave
but they
that.
can't hear me.
No.
Hey, come here.
Put that on
Do
desktop.
this
There you go.
and lower the audio a little bit. Where's the audio?
That one there.
There we go. Yeah, lower this a little bit. Okay.
And then put that
So
back up.
now.
It's not bad. It's not bad. We can hear you at the back. Camera, good. Camera. Why is the camera? There we go. So
How do you lower the sound here? Give me that.
that's not on. It's this bit.
There we go.
That.
Okay, done.
Yeah. But I can't hear what you're saying. Do you understand?
Try now.
Yeah, that's why I turned it up a bit.
Okay.
All right. So let us know if you can hear the guys outside. Hi, Tanya. Thank you very much for joining us. So it's awesome work in there. There is absolutely a huge amount of work gone into these things. So I don't know if you guys can hear Tom out the back. I've got him on a little speaker here. If you can, let me know. Yes, I wanted a Gymkhana type course. So the one that you're looking at now, that's the Gymkhana, which I think is awesome. I love it. Absolutely love it. See the car. Oh, we've got a little bit of feedback action. Take my mic off. That's putting my mic on.
Oh, yeah. What are you doing? You're muted. You're not speaking at
I'm
all.
speaking. Okay, all right. I'm speaking.
Sorry, Jeremy.
Did I close my microphone
Yes.
off as well? Oh, you guys didn't hear anything I said at all. Okay, well, in that case, I'm going to start again. So the first one on the left there, that first one on the left, that one that Tom's pointing at now, that's the Gymkhana. That's what I wanted. Something like you've gone into a waste ground and made a few obstacles up yourself. So you've got the bridge climb, you've got a tippy top at the end, you've got the barrels that you've got to go over. Yeah, the log ends. There's so much nice stuff in that one.
Oh,
And then the next one
there we
along,
go. Can you say something now?
Hello.
yeah,
Yeah,
audio's
now we
back
can hear
here.
them.
Thank you. Sorry, guys.
Right. So
I
now we
don't
can
know
hear
what I'm
Tom.
doing here.
Yeah, now we can hear Tom.
Now we can hear Tom and I can hear you. I don't know.
Yes.
This one is the Grand Canyon.
Yep.
And if you look at pictures of the Grand Canyon, it is actually that color. Yeah, so that is Grand
I
Canyon
like it. The
color.
color of the car it matches.
It
And
does.
I think Tom's getting a lot better with the water as well. Like that water looks amazing.
Yeah, there's a lot of detail in here.
There is some great detail in that water. I love it. I really do love that. And then next one along
Was the original.
is Rocky Road. Rocky Road, we like that a lot. And you're famous for the tunnel
Yeah.
as well.
I've dropped that now.
Love a tunnel.
I dropped it. It's easier. It's
And
easier
then
now.
can we just mention this one again? So the top one, these two small ones, that top one, that Carlos did that one ages ago, didn't you, Carlos?
No.
Oh, is
No,
that
this
what
one.
Tom's early ones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's an early one from Tom. And the one below that, this one, I'm impressed with because your daughter did that
Yep.
at 16. She just said, "That's it, Dad. I've seen what you're doing. I reckon I can do it. I want to do one. And look at that. That's so impressive. 16-year-old's done that. So if you
Anyone
can
can
do
do
that,
these at the end of the day. It's just
you
time
know, we
and
can do it
patience.
all. Yeah. And then the next one along is Carlos's new one. And that's got a power rail and it's got an 18 van. That's the 18 there. In case anyone wanted to know, that's an 18 van. So I'm guessing you're going to drive over that van. And you've got a little bit of empty bit of space there that we're going to maybe put a bit of expandy foam in today.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, in that little bit of extra space.
Yep.
I quite like that. I quite like that a lot. I love it. So yes, so that Scale Electric's there, and you're gonna use that. Oh, he's over. He's going. You're gonna use that. Keep going. He's gonna use that to tap power off for some kind of under
Yeah, these
lighting
another
or
one.
some lighting
There we
going
go.
on. So yes, Andy, we do need a bit of a video. I'm trying to convince Tom
Well, I've got to challenge you
that
to
he
try and
needs
make
to
a
do one.
spaceship.
But
I'm
he's going to do it. He's going to talk us through a little bit today of how we're going to do it. Because like that last little bit in this one that we're looking at, we're going to put some foam in there into that corner. But for now, watch the D90 doing its best to get over that 18 van. Oh, you went too quickly. Went too quickly.
I must admit, I want to do more videos of my builds, but it's setting up. This is a week for me.
Drew, thanks for joining us.
So setting up a camera and having a camera set up and being patient enough to
I
wait for
can't
the
quite
camera.
hear you out there, Tom.
Can you not?
Something about setting up a camera.
Do you want that? Yeah, I do want to record my builds, but it's just being patient enough to actually edit it and put it all together, and actually be patient enough to do it. Yeah.
And be able to do all that.
Yeah.
Have you noticed? Look, probably I don't know if Tom showed, but look, there's like
He hasn't showed the amount of details. Yeah, there's a lot of
I mean, there's no reason for this to do
other
this,
than detail, other than just because it looks nice.
amazing.
What I
There's
want to do is
different
get little animals, so like snakes, to
under
put
here,
on the
Oh,
show.
little
That
tiny
would just be like
snakes.
a
Yeah,
little
yeah.
thing like that would be cool. I was
and then
thinking.
that one.
Yeah, so like
And
if
then
Carlos
look,
is showing you some right close detail now, and
at
that
that, like
look the
the
amount of
crevice there.
crevice.
I mean, it has no purpose, but it's just it makes it that much real.
Well, it looks good. It looks good. So Rich, it's actually an 8-wheeler, and I've got it here. Let me try and do. I'm gonna do a transition for Rich. Oh, what's happened? Oh, it's cut off. There you go. That's the 8-wheeler. Look at that. And Drew,
I'll turn that off. Got numbers on it.
Drew, look what's on this, Drew. This is for you, Drew. Carlos has just done this one. That's the body. Sits on top. Yeah, so let's try and.
Come back to my stool.
Oh, wow, we're too close. We're too close. We're going to try and have to zoom bigger.
So
Lift
yeah,
that thing
I
up.
do challenge
Lift
you
that red round
within the
thing.
show to see if you can
Carlos,
complete
lift that
it without
round thing.
falling over.
Lift this.
What? What do you
Oh,
want?
you just hold that. There we go. There we go.
Oh, a bit more.
Is that
Yeah.
better? Oh, yeah, that shows more.
That's the
That shows way more.
speaker.
Yeah.
That's the car.
That's your car.
So that's the.
That's for you, Drew.
I had to make a few adjustments here for it to fit nicely. This just locks into the body, and then the front, because it has to be, because of this wheelbase here, the front has to go way over to the front. So there's a little extender here in the front. What are you doing?
I'm trying to make it lower. It was too high. It was too high. It's alright, I'm just mucking around here, you know, being pro and all that.
Drew's
Okay.
asking if you had to go with it yet.
With this one, no, not yet. We haven't even binded it. So yeah, the top front assembles to this
It's
little
pretty fixed.
connector that I created here, and then there's another slot here where you slot the front part there, and then in the back there's a little groove that slots in the back groove there. So it should slot in like a Orlando-y type of thing.
From the back first.
Is it the back first?
Yeah. From the back first. And then into that side groove. Look at that. I love it. Drew, that's just for you, buddy.
So it's very high here, but it can't be any lower, otherwise the wheels
Could you
would.
do it in the middle portion a little bit?
Yeah, I guess you
In
could
that
you
portion.
could put some extra
like
bit here.
mudguards or something on it.
Some
Yeah,
kind
yeah, I guess,
some
yeah.
kind of fat arch or something.
Some
But
bit here.
the bulk
Yeah,
of
it
it is
looks amazing.
ready. But more than that, that actual form, that body shape, that STL
Uh-huh.
will be available if you wanted to
Yeah, I'll
print
send
it in
it
another form.
to I'll send it to
Yeah.
to
So
Drew.
I'm
But
liking,
by the way, how do you bind to this? Let me open it up. Do you need to push this button and then power it on, or how is it?
an answer. You want an answer?
No, we're just typing.
Oh,
You
okay.
can't talk and type.
Yes, add some plastic card puzzle sides.
Yeah, set panels.
Yes, that's what I reckon you should do.
Yeah, I just need to know how to bind to it, and then I think it's probably like you press this button.
Yeah, I think that's just a normal.
The thing is that we
binding
tried
procedure.
to
It's
like
Fly Sky, isn't it?
we tried to turn it on now,
It's
and it
FL
started
Sky.
going.
Yeah, but it's FL Sky, so.
Need to put your crane mod on the back of what? Of this? Probably
Gets
not.
bigger and bigger. It gets bigger and bigger.
Let me see if I can bind this.
Hi James, thanks for joining us. Yes, that is a beast. It was
bound.
built by one of our viewers, Drew Bean. Built this. He's made he's converted two actually. So there's two Orlandos, pretty much. There's one Orlando and that's the other. And put them in to make an 8x8. Fixed wheels at the back, four-wheel steer at the front. Just think it's amazing. I think it's just awesome.
Oh,
And Carlos
bound it, I think.
has managed to bind. Looks like it.
think so.
Has 3D printed, designed and 3D printed this back end.
Well, I didn't design it. I got it's from
somewhere.
From Thingiverse.
Okay.
And there's
different.
a model, but I had to.
You had to reshape it, reconfigure it.
I had to redo a lot of stuff, yeah, for it to fit. You know, when you're typing, everyone will hear that on the stream.
Sorry about that, everyone, hearing me typing. Like, yeah, I'm trying to speak to Flywoo because they sent my motors to John. Thanks, John, for holding on to them. I really appreciate that, John.
Oh, it's not binding though.
This is someone you knew.
He's a nice bloke. Do you know what I mean? He could have said, "What motors? What motors?" Yeah.
Well, it's not binding.
My big box of motors has gone the wrong
I'll
place.
need to check how to bind this later on, I guess.
Yes, but absolutely love it. However, I think that would struggle on
that course.
On some of those
I think
courses.
it will do that course.
Do you
There's a
think?
couple.
Yeah, I think
it might
so.
do the red one.
If we had them all long ways, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Like the
It
Mad
wouldn't
Max
turn.
one. So mine one that I'm still building is the
Yeah.
Mad Max one. I
Yeah.
think that one will be very hard. Even I tried with my car and
Yeah.
it was already like, oh my god.
My new course is
Well, you
really
can put
hard
a few
to go
extra
around without
rocks in.
falling.
The original one, I think it will do it fine.
Okay. Okay. All right. Fine. Fine. I don't mind.
Is it
Yeah.
fine?
Yeah. See, John Daniels, top bloke.
Too
Top
honest.
bloke. Yeah. So what was next? Was you going to talk about something else next?
Do you want to do an example of how to foam the box? Since
Yes.
we're talking about the boxes.
Yes, I would
Yeah.
like Tom to do that. Do you think
Okay.
we should do that with the live stream video thing?
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah. Drew's just gone off to find the instructions for
Okay.
that. Yeah.
It doesn't need to be now. We can just send it after
Right,
the
okay,
stream.
so I'm going to get Carlos to phone us again. And so, could you guys hear Tom in the background? Hopefully you could.
Mute.
I'm going to mute that.
There you go.
Oh, why is it on that big screen now?
Huh?
There you go. All right, so let's take you outside. We're taking you outside, and then so Tom is about to show you what he does.
Hi.
So I gotta wear more aware of what you're trying to do. You're just trying to
So what I'm trying to do is I'm gonna have this course. There's gonna be 2 layers to it. So you're gonna go to the bottom part, and you're gonna have a couple of bridges that connect this bit here. So you can go on the top part.
Okay, so we don't want to put too much in. Well, we can put some on here. You're just laying.
That ain't working, boys.
You need to lower your volume. It's too high.
Well, they can't hear you talking then. unless you shout. They can't. They're telling me they can't hear you unless you shout, bruv. They can't hear
Give me
you.
Properties. They can definitely hear me. Can you unmute me?
Can you hear me?
I don't
Say
know.
something
Yeah,
else?
it's Tom from Reggae Frames.
Yeah, you're on mute.
They say that they're telling me they can't hear you.
There
Can
we
you
go.
hear me
You're
now?
saying
This
that
is
they
low.
can
I reckon
hear
you
you.
probably can now.
They
All
can
right.
hear you.
Tom, talk.
Hello. Can you hear me?
All right. Can you hear Tom?
Yes, they will hear you.
If you can hear Tom, thumbs up. Let us know, and they can talk you through it.
Okay.
So you are trying to do this and just trying to make up these islands, really, aren't you?
Yes, but so what I've noticed before after making these is that it's too close for the car, so I'm gonna have to
Peel it back. I would
clear.
actually say take this bit of foam out personally and not build on top of it.
Yeah.
If I were you. And then you can just lay down a little blob here and it will set. And you may need to come back again and put another couple of blobs just to make up the stones.
So what I did here is just like literally
Yeah.
all over it, and then I
you
chopped.
destroy the structure of the bubble, so you don't get
Okay.
much volume and you use a lot more of this. Is what I've been finding.
Okay. So what do you
Just
want?
take this right off.
The whole thing?
Yeah, just
Okay,
off some
go
of
for
these. I would say, and we'll just lay down this island in 1 or 2 squirts. And you're trying not to put too much in, because what you do is you get a massive air bubble in the bottom underneath it. Oh, I love that now. So I'm going to try and build up a couple of what would be the boulders, really, is where I'm going to be trying to do it. And then you can shape them afterwards with a knife. You don't want to put too much, otherwise the zip won't shut when you go home. This will expand up to like almost twice the size, I reckon. But yeah, I mean, it's just been playing around with different quantities. But just try and keep it slow.
Can you hear us well now?
I believe they can.
Yeah.
Yeah, put another little bit on the top here,
Mm-hmm.
and probably leave it at that. And
So you
may
think
need to
you don't
revisit.
think you don't want to put a little bit more here on the top just to make it?
You want odd shapes because then you can cut in and make the rock shapes afterwards. But you
Okay.
don't really want that nice flat shape because you've got to dig in and cut into more.
Mhm.
And that's why I was saying take the black foam out, because otherwise you'll be cutting into this and it's a softer surface.
Yeah.
So that's why you want this just to be expanding foam, and that would be more than enough here to fill that gap. And then
Okay.
you'll have to just remove some of it just to make sure it cuts and shuts on this side.
Do you want to do the other ones? So the idea is you come through here and then you go up there. But I think they might be a little bit
I
too
think you
tight.
might have to lose this piece.
Yeah, that's
But
fine.
yeah, but yeah, again, just small squirts.
So you probably take this one out as well.
Yeah.
And then we do some sort of a valley.
Yeah, we can build. I mean, remember, you can remove a lot of it anyway. And actually, I find the excess really good for plugging holes and things.
Yeah.
So even if you do lay a lot more down where you don't want it, it's easy enough to remove. But what I'm trying to do is leave enough for some kind of bed, so you can have like a nice arc around here, for instance.
So what I've noticed is while using this, is that it works better when it's completely upside down.
Yeah. That makes it a bit orange here.
You hear more a bit in the front because the vehicle will have to go from here into there and then turn into that one.
But yeah, just nice and slow. It allows for that pebble to be kind of formed. It will flop in transit. And then a little bit more here, you'll say.
Yeah, just to make a bridge to cross to the other side. Because one of the things that I like to do is obviously go from one side to the other of the...
Well, you have crossing points here, which is awesome as well. So it'll just open the track up anyway.
Yeah, but crossing point here, you have to be here on top. So if you're in the bottom, you have to... Oops.
Get to that point, yeah.
Also, don't get this in your hands.
Horrible. It takes days to fall off. But yeah, that's probably enough because you've got to transit this home. But what I suggest is just small bits and come back. Don't try and do the whole thing. I make a mistake all the time, and then you get these big cavities underneath. And that's why some of the details come out, because those were just big air.
And a reminder, when you stop pouring, put this on
over the top of something.
Over the top of something, because it's gonna keep on pouring out. So you don't want this all over the floor.
The next bit is the carving and like just trying to form different shapes out of things.
So do you wanna do an example?
So, do you want to just mention about how you're making tunnels and stuff?
Well, I'm going to leave the
3D.
tunnels more so. They're not so
Something
interesting.
like that.
You haven't got a large floppy one, have you? Like the long ones which snap off.
So
Oh, maybe.
Tom's just looking for a knife.
Blade, really, is all
I'm gonna show you the rest of the
Not
boxes
really.
in the meantime.
I don't know.
This one
You can use
is
whatever,
definitely my
those
favorite.
small scalpels are a pain in the arse. You won't get such.
Don't know how long that is. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's-
Look at all
Take that
the
out.
details on
There's a
here.
fair
It's
bit left
just
on that.
completely insane.
But yeah, I find that actually just a blade on its own.
Well,
How
show them,
this
show
looks.
people that's what you're doing. So Tom's
Yes.
taken bits off of my.
So that's the
Nice.
knife blade that I use for this.
Mhm.
Just a normal snappable one.
Yeah.
Miniature. And what you can do is you can make nice large slices. Right?
Okay, so
Be
do you want
careful
you
with
want a
knives.
small knife then? Is that it?
Well, yeah, no, it's the length of the blade. I mean, if I want a big rough cut, I'll use a kitchen knife. But
You
then
want to
I'll
cut
come
maybe
down to this.
on that side, which is the thinnest one, because the car can go easily on this side. But,
Okay. What I'd like
Yeah?
here's a
So
boulder.
what do you
here.
want to do?
So
Yeah.
I'm just looking at the natural shape of it and
Yeah.
looking like there's a boulder. So
Mhm.
what we want to do is segregate that away from the rest of the material and kind of make it look like it was hanging there or something.
Mhm.
And really just hack away until you get that clear cut line. The thing is, this is what I was saying about the black material. So you've got the black material sticking out, which
It's
is
gonna
harder
stick
to
out
cut.
underneath. Yeah. So what you can do is you can rip it off with your
Mhm.
fingers,
And then
if you
use a big offcut.
or
and
if it's sticking out like this in the end, you can just get pieces that we've cut in before, like this, and then hot glue it on top.
yeah. It's weaker and it falls apart a little bit more.
Yeah.
But yeah, what I'm trying to do is just make this look more like a rock. So I'll take some faces off and undercut it because it always looks a bit better with a bit more perspective underneath. And then cut some in here and cut another groove in. It's really not a science. It's just kind of more what feels like it is. It doesn't matter if it tears a bit because again, rocks aren't all flat faced. And then cut in another little crunch so it's not all just a straight edge.
Yeah.
You probably won't
So-
see the detail on that phone.
You can
Yeah.
see a little bit, yeah. So there's something I noticed when you start cutting the logs. You start getting these holes
Yeah, that
in
doesn't
the
matter.
no.
The paint from the 12 layers of paint, it just fills those holes as
Okay.
you go.
Yeah.
So the first one is always just a base
So for
coat.
example, this
is
one, I
really
guess it
thick.
didn't have a lot of paint.
Yeah, this is again where my daughter probably should have done another couple of layers.
But it still looks. It doesn't look bad.
No, yeah, it looks more like a lava
Yeah.
create, but it should have been maybe a bit darker. But yeah, no, she was going for the moon, and there was not enough detail. Just what I'm saying. So we kind of, she went a different direction.
I like that though. It's so simple, but
Yeah.
it
So
really.
you're just kind of defining shapes and cutting
Adds
out
to
shapes and making to it. And then what I do after this point is I'll come again and I'll just cut notches in them like this and just cut little bits.
Uh-huh.
And then I'll take a rasp file and I'll go over everything and rough off everything.
Uh-huh.
And then sandpaper before I even get to the first kind of cut.
Okay.
Or for the first painting. But there's 3 or 4 different processes to get it to there.
So it takes.
I'd move on from there.
Mhm.
But again, where you formed it with this undercoat, you haven't got the separation. So you can't make separate boulders out of it.
Yeah.
So you can't cut so much into it. And that's why I was saying it's better not to have that underlay foam.
Okay. So I put the underlay foam just to use
I just
less,
use it
less
to,
of
I use it
material.
to design. No, I don't really use anything underneath now. I used polystyrene in the last one, some big blocks of polystyrene to make concrete look. Because it had the smooth edges and the sweeping curves and it just made it look more like concrete.
Mhm.
But otherwise everything is just big pieces of foam. Maybe I'll go back for another squirt. I'd probably even remove this. I'd probably remove this and take this foam out. To be honest, it would make it so you'll find when you're doing it how much easier it is to work with that compared to this. But also the foam does matter.
The foam does matter.
I've had really crap foam that goes soft and that's in here. And it's not really nice foam. And I believe this was an older can that was been around for a bit longer.
Mhm.
This was a brand new foam from.
Yeah, it's very
It's a
like
different colour, it's got a nice surface to it.
you can feel it, like you can poke around and it.
So yeah, but it is a nice surface. But it was more of a rubbery, and this was from like Wigs.
Mhm.
This one was from. Oh, where was it? Trade, like one of the Screwfix or something. I got the foam from in here, and this is actually quite nice.
I love
Yeah,
this
you
one.
can tell the difference between foam from different shops. It's really weird.
Awesome. Oh, is that good, Jim?
Yeah, I love it. Absolutely love it.
Right. I'm just gonna quit.
But then it's the painting.
Okay, so I love it. I think it's brilliant. So there's a lot there in it.
Yeah,
Like,
there's a lot of
hopefully,
work.
There's 20,
yeah,
30
hopefully
hours
people
into
can
each.
see the amount of work that goes into that.
Yeah.
There is a lot of work and a lot of time.
It's something that is not impossible to do, you know.
No.
It's
Not an impossible thing, and it's not overly difficult.
Mhm.
It's just a little bit of attention to detail.
Yeah.
The first
And-
one only happened because I had all the materials hanging around
Yeah.
in my shed, so it's like, oh, I'll just use expanding foam.
But
Oh,
there
I've
is
got some
there is a
epoxy.
bit of, you know, oh, I can see a rock there.
Yeah.
And not worry to cut it in.
No,
Like what he's saying,
it's
like,
more random the better.
yeah, but like where you're saying, oh, let me undercut because that's what rocks are like.
Yeah. Yeah.
That really helps the overall
Yeah,
effect.
yeah.
So just cutting in and making the rock shape between the two makes it
Well, some of them,
so
and if
much
you're
easier.
along on
Yeah.
water edge, you want some going under because they'd be underneath.
Yeah.
Like the
Yeah. Do you want to come round
yeah,
or
you
not?
can just kind of
No.
mix them up.
Oh,
It's a little bit tight.
I'll just
with your
leave you
boxes.
behind.
Yeah, I'm
I'll
all
just
right.
leave you behind
I'm
me.
all right.
Yeah, we'll leave you behind me. So you know that was just a little basic overview, a little talk through of.
But painting, you're looking at 12 coats to get that kind of detail. So you're first
Well, not
slapping it
when
on.
you say coats. Let's not say like coat.
Layers.
Yeah, but some of those layers
Thin.
are super thin
Yeah.
and are washes.
But that's it. You get this lighter and lighter. So
Yeah.
the first one's really thick, and then you're kind of using a more of a kind of just a scrub on in areas
And
to give it
wipe
depth.
off as well.
And you go between light and dark.
Yeah, and then you've got the
okay.
wash.
So there's some.
Yeah, no, he sent me the picture. I'll show it to you in a second.
Yeah.
So you need a
CLV
bind
about.
plug.
Yeah.
You need a bind plug.
Huh? No, he's talking about using balloons to create negative space.
Oh yeah, balloons.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying to Tom.
And then
To
you can
tell us
pop it
about
up.
how
If I
he
had a
does it.
deep
So balloons.
place-
I think you used bits of card, didn't you?
Yeah, I've used
Cardboard,
cardboard
yeah.
for
Just
bridges.
folded card so that there's the card. Here's a card that goes through it.
Yeah.
Around it and then pull the card out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you can
After.
leave it in.
No, it's all in there.
Is it
Yeah.
still in?
Yeah, it's still
Oh,
in.
there you go.
It's all just painted and more foam put on top.
Scroll down a bit.
Yes.
But yeah,
So
the final layers are just dry brushing.
there's
That is
dry
where you
brushing.
put the brush on, paint on, and you
Yeah.
rub it right off. So there's really nothing on there, and you're just picking up highlights and lowlights.
That's it. So you
You've
dip
got
your
4 or
brush
5
into
layers.
paint.
Yeah.
Brush it off on a bit of tissue.
Yeah.
So it takes most of that paint
Dry
off.
brushing. Yeah.
And then you're just hitting the highlights.
Yeah.
You're hitting the
With what? With
highest.
black, I guess. Is
Black.
No, white.
No, you use white.
Lighter.
I do a white one, and then
Uh-huh.
I'll go for a brown, and then
So-
I'll do like a grey, and then I'll do another dark one, and then
Yeah.
a white one on top. So you get 5
Okay.
layers.
And normally the
automatically
black
picking out.
you would have as a really wet liquid, like a proper wet liquid
Mm.
with the bits of black pigment in it, and that would be a wash. And you kind of
Yeah, the
whack
first
that all
layer is
over.
emulsion, really, mixed
Yeah,
with a bit
and then
of
you
black.
wipe most of it off.
I think that's the part that you need a little bit of talent. Like
No,
I need to do
no,
the
it's
cutting
just-
and stuff
Just
is
not being afraid to put it on, Buzz, because you can
Yeah.
always put
No,
another
I said to
colour
him,
on.
You
I
can
don't
always
know, it's
paint
just
it
slap
over
it on.
afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Slap it
But
on,
you
and if it
can't
doesn't look
hurt
right,
it.
you just do a different another layer
And you're
on
just
it.
giving it more layers. There's
Yeah.
no worries with that.
Yeah.
But like getting the black into those grooves
Yeah.
is the wash stuff. So it's
Yeah.
really wet. It
Yeah.
goes into the grooves, and you're wiping off the surface,
Hmm.
not the groove.
And there's another thing that I like that Tom does as well, which
Yes.
is you put on a lot of glue, and then you just get like
It's grit and
grit
sand.
around
Grit,
and just like
sand,
And
yeah.
that can be
put it
after
up.
the first coat.
Yeah.
So if
Yeah.
it's not the right colour, sometimes I'll get like brown, and I'm doing a grey course, but
Mhm.
I'll just sprinkle a load of sand, and then the next layer will just cover it up.
Well, like there's like one of my favourite YouTubers for scale is a guy called Luke Towan.
yeah.
And he literally gets like dried grass and leaf,
Mixes it up,
and then puts that into a coffee blender,
Hmm.
blends it up a bit so it's small, and then that really looks like leaf.
Mm.
So you put that around the bottom of a tree or along the
leaf
edge of the
litter and
road,
stuff.
Okay.
and it gives you that
I've
bit of
used worm
dirtiness.
husks. I've used worm
Yeah,
husks.
but
'Cause the
just
grit
it's
is
like
really
where you
fine.
put it, where you put those changes of colour.
Yeah.
Like you could do like a light brown, like a
Mhm.
dark brown road, and then 2 light brown lines, and that's the path of the car.
Yeah.
So you're adding those little bits of detail in just by changing colour.
Yeah.
Of the path.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that makes it really, really easy.
And you can even get some like old tires, old Orlando tires, and just like
I want to make
skin
them
Yeah,
hard sometimes.
yeah, little tires. You could put things sticking in the background. You know, don't forget little accoutrements, little signposts, tiny little bit of
Yeah.
fencing, a broken bit of fence
Yeah.
gives it a lot of
Yeah,
flavour.
yeah.
I've done mine on the cheap. Everything's been scavenged from the
Yeah,
garden and
and
the alleyway for mine.
pretty much all of that on Tom's has been like all the wood.
It's all
You
sourced
just
locally.
you just got that out of your garden or
I
the
did,
bit of
yeah.
bush out the back.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Um,
I
and
cut a
just
tree down and used some of that, but I was cutting the tree down
yeah,
anyway.
but
It
that's what
wasn't
you want.
for the course.
But that's that makes it very, very natural. Like on that one, the Gymkhana one,
Mhm.
I'm really liking where you've got all of those those log ends.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's
Yeah,
a
and you're
really
coming.
difficult course. This is why Carlos has got to have a drive on it, see if he can complete it, because I don't think he will. I fell over about 5 times on my best
It's a
route
difficult
so far.
course. So
Those
you've
logs are
put them
difficult.
now
It's planned.
side by side.
Yeah.
I would like to try that as a front to back turn around and then come back again, kind of
I would
end
like,
on end.
yeah. I would like the courses to be
It's
all
3 by 2
Yeah.
meters.
linked in the front
You've
of
got
it.
3
Yeah.
meters by 2 meters of course right there.
So what?
Square.
3
3
meters
meters
by
by
2
2
meters.
meters. Yeah.
So
Yeah,
you can
damn
do,
That's square.
you can link just one of the ends.
Yeah.
And then have to, start here,
Start
go all
here.
the way,
Yeah, and
and then
turn.
come all the way back and link it to
That
the
kind
other
of
one,
stuff.
and
So
do the
we
same
are
thing.
so we are very close
Nearly up to about 8 meters of track.
to
I
where
reckon,
I'm trying to get
in
to
length.
with enough boxes to have an event.
But you're not
That's
you're not planning because my latest course has got 4 lengths, so it's up, down, and down.
that's
the course,
fine.
the
Yeah.
plan.
But
So
then
you've
still
actually times that by 4.
but and then you're up and then you're backing down. But so we want to see if anyone else wants to make a box. Um, that kind of makes it easy.
Well, you're selling these now.
Yeah.
Yeah, these.
Oh yeah, these are all for sale. I didn't mention that. Okay, so all of these were
Well, not
built
mine.
on commission. I've commissioned Tom to build them
And
because
pleasure.
and your time. And they're all for sale, and it's 150 quid for each box
Plus shipping.
plus shipping, which is nothing really. That'd be like 5 quid or something. So if anyone wants one, let me know. That'll be private sale because I might list them in the website just to put them in the website. But let us know they are for sale, and then we're going to do more. But what I want to see is you guys. So like Jonathan Wood says he wants to do one. I want to see some of your guys doing one, so that I want to have 10, 15, 20 of them.
You want to have enough battery to
Yeah,
go.
I want to have a hall and drive around the hall. That's
Oh
what's
my
going
God,
on in
yeah.
my head. Yeah, I want to go from
marquee and camping. From hall you'll be kicked
all right,
out.
but marquee and
Marquee and
camping,
camping,
however it is, I
much
want a
better.
space,
Field
and I can see like a U-shaped section,
or an old
Yeah.
barn.
and you start here, and like all the people are in the middle, and you drive around the room like we
Yeah.
did here
You
in
don't
our
want to be
first
in a
video.
public
Yeah.
rent place. You want to be in like a
Well,
private farm
but
or something.
it will
building
also
or something.
be, but we'll also
The
have
thing
it
is that
at
you
Wings
can
and
you can
Wheels
take
next
this
year.
anywhere,
Yeah, it
really.
can be,
but
You
we'll
can
have
take
it-
it to a park.
If someone's got a big
I have
house,
fun.
Okay,
anyone?
but I
No, you
want
can
one
if
between
it's
now.
not raining, you can do it anywhere,
I
literally.
want one soon, an event, a meeting, a gathering.
Yeah.
But we're also going to, because we've got them, we're going to have them at Wings next year
Yeah.
in whatever show we go
Yeah.
to.
We
We
can
go
have a
to Mini Air
picnic
Show.
and have this.
Exactly. So, there's a few more. I'm just trying. I want to get other people to make them.
Yeah.
And if one or two other people make them, then other people will say, well, actually, it's not that hard.
Nah, it's not hard.
Yeah.
It's patience.
Maybe I'll have a
Yeah.
go.
And space.
Because whatever it looks like, it's still going to be pretty good, I believe, at the end of the day. Because it's
Once they're
just
all, it don't
your
matter, yeah.
imagination
Do you know
coming
what? I
out.
thought
Yeah.
a toy like graveyard, so old kids' toys like you got to crawl over would be amazing
That
because the
would be
scale
quite
is completely
interesting.
correct.
And
Or
it's
like
literally
Kinder.
you put
Just
stuff
loads
there
of
and
dolls
hot
and just
glue it,
hot
and that's
glue
it.
it and
Yeah,
staple them to the floor. Done.
That's not a bad idea.
But yeah, anything you could make it realistic, like just a
I
kitchen
quite like that.
table.
I quite
At the
like
end of the
that.
day, but it's boring, so
yeah.
you want to make it more interesting.
Exactly,
but the
yeah.
scale it plays a whole thing.
And the cool thing about this is that you can always. That's the thing that you were. I think
Reconfigure.
you had someone else's idea of
Yeah,
putting
so,
it.
okay, so Phil, one of our guys, one of our members, and team pilot, he seems convinced to think about it in a shelf fashion.
Shelf. Yeah.
So that you can put it, and it's on a shelf. Now,
It's not a bad idea.
It's not that it's a bad idea.
I would love to have a shelf. The problem is
Your missus wouldn't.
yeah, and it's fixed.
And it's
It's
fixed.
there.
Yeah.
So you
A
can only
hidden
use
shelf,
it
though, you
for
could
one
have it.
purpose.
And you'd
That's
have
it.
to then, how were you then transporting that?
You can't.
You know, whereas
Probably
this
not.
box thing,
Dining room
Exactly.
table with
you
another.
can't hurt that. Once that box is shut,
Yeah, that's it.
yeah, you throw that under the chair,
You
under
pack
the
up
sofa,
anyway.
Well,
behind the
say don't throw
sofa.
about too much because the
Yeah.
epoxy will crack. But
Yeah. Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah.
Sean's just saying there's some model train stuff, G
Yeah,
gauge,
definitely.
O gauge.
Definitely.
Yeah, they're going to be about the same size.
Yeah.
You know, level crossings, things like that.
Yeah.
Just interesting.
Exactly.
Not too much. It doesn't need.
No, it doesn't need to be too
doesn't
much.
need to
Just,
be-
just
yeah.
to add
Just
the
anything.
A little
the
bit
niceness
of
it,
feature
yeah.
makes it a lot more.
Mm.
Don't try and do too much into it. You know.
Yeah.
And then get together. And I really want to. I fancy this. I just want to do it. I want to see
You
and
need a
drive
bigger
over
shop.
a load of them. Yeah, I need a
You
warehouse.
need a bigger shop. You got
I know,
permanent setup,
but I
man.
can't
We can
afford
do
it.
this in
Hashtag Jem
you don't need
needs
a
bigger
warehouse.
premises.
For
That's it.
the ones that we have right now,
Sponsor the junkie den.
we could go out
Yep.
into a park, into the cool thing about this is that drones you can't do everywhere.
Okay.
Even if they're tiny whoops and stuff, you're not gonna go
Well,
to
all right. Okay.
to
I don't
what's
know.
it called, like Hyde Park, and just start flying there. Maybe a tiny whoop.
Hang on. You're saying you want to take a gun case into Hyde Park? Yeah. Am I the only one?
No, we take
Is that just me?
we take black clothes, a balaclava,
Yeah.
and each person
that
carries
just
2
me?
cases
I'm
in a
not
row,
sure.
and you go in a row.
Okay.
We're good.
Okay.
Walk with purpose.
Huh?
Right. Well, I love it.
Sunglasses, it's very important. Sunglasses, black clothes, so you don't get like harm
Yeah,
from the
be
sun.
fine. You'll be
Mm.
fine.
I
Yeah, I
love
would
it.
like to do this in a public place. Imagine like the people
I
would go insane.
would go insane.
Wow.
You saw at the shows that we've been to already this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, at the shows we've already been into this year, just how much time people spent watching other people drive around.
Yes.
Yeah,
Not
I know.
the people
Not
driving.
even driving.
Yeah, just watching someone else.
Alex's excitement at that show that we went
Yeah.
Western
Yeah.
was great. Yeah.
Do you understand?
Oh, Western, yeah.
Yeah.
Alex was really bringing the people like, oh,
Well,
you
this
have
is
to do
it.
this.
See,
Oh,
look,
you're gonna race me and stuff.
this is another thing. So,
Yeah.
like, this is quite special to you.
Yeah.
Like Carlos and Alex at Western Park, they actually dressed up, and we had those like Land Rover, with the shirts on. You look really effective. It looked really good.
Yeah.
And that kind of brought a bit of officialdom to it.
Yeah.
But even so, like people just watching this micro truck driving around a
Yeah,
landscape,
I know.
they was captivated.
Yeah.
They were sucked in and watched it for ages. Yeah. So I think I'm just reading the messages here. Tristan says that he's been flying the Sensi in 2S around his garden. Thank you very much, Tristan. Glad you're enjoying
You
it.
get beat down by police in seconds if I took gun cases to a park.
Well, exactly. It is a gun case at the end of the day. So unless you put a picture of a
Flowers and
truck,
stuff, and
like maybe a picture of a truck on the outside or something. Do you know what I mean? Like
maybe you
but
park.
look,
Wait.
ultimately-
Okay, you park right next to where you're gonna play.
Oh, that's
with
going to
the
look
things.
even worse.
You're
That's
not
going to look
go
even
around
and then lay down.
with
And lay
cases.
down
Walk
straight
around with
up.
them open.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, you
it's
can
not
open
a
it
gun
up,
case.
I guess.
I just,
And then walk
but
around.
look, the point
Okay,
being
yeah,
stands that you
Yeah.
they're very portable.
Yeah, they're portable. Yeah.
I
Unlike
carried all of that
unlike
in
the
on my
first
own.
unlike the first course that Tom did. Thank you, Tom.
Yeah.
That is, I love it.
Well,
Tom.
that was more of a display
love
piece
it,
for you.
but it's a right
That's
pain in
all
the
it
arse.
was.
Yeah, but look
It
how
had
it
a
is.
different.
Yeah,
It
'cause
had a different purpose, though.
And
for
this
you.
It's
is
all
what's
made
gonna
from
happen.
wood and it's very permanent.
Can
and,
you
and it
flip
just
the camera there?
and
a
it just
little?
sits there. Oh, I don't know.
It's torn
dude.
off on places.
It's just
to be
I don't
But
know.
that's
it's
the
just
thing.
there.
That's the thing that I think will happen with any
Shelfie type thing.
anything that you fix.
Yeah.
That's
Now-
not packable.
Some parts of what Phil was talking about, I do agree with.
Hmm.
What he's talking about is that the idea of the shelfie thing
Yeah.
is that it's an 8-inch square, and you can design and then 3D print the things that you're going to climb over,
Okay.
and then you can just snap, 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 snap.
Uh huh.
and you've got a really long course of different obstacles,
Well,
a point
as long
to
as
point.
you can 3D print a
He's
lot
not
of stuff.
talking about back to front. He's just
Okay.
talking about point
Point
to
to point,
point.
yeah.
But interchangeable
Yeah, I think it was
obstacles.
good.
So I had
You did
a
a
similar
while
idea,
ago.
We've all had the same idea.
which was with the
The Jim Carner style, the tip top, and all that.
no, it was with the what's it called, the tracks that I'm using there.
With the Scalextrics.
With the Scalextrics.
Yeah, but that would never
every
work.
Scalextrics would have something like this, right?
Yes.
But you have the same problem.
Yes.
Where are you going to store all of this stuff,
Yes.
right? Oh, you can take it off, but then where is it going to go? It's going to get broken right away.
Case.
It might as well
Yeah, but
stay out.
you get into a
But
travel
it might
case,
as
you
well-
just
It might as well
put
stay
all
on the
of-
shelf, innit?
Yeah.
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 Or you get a second shelf.
Yeah.
Which is why we go back to the box, because as soon as you're finished with it,
Yeah.
you close it,
I mean,
and it's
I think
it's undamageable.
part of what people
It's in
think,
its
like,
own
oh, but the
storage.
box is fixed. Like, you can't change that. Once it's done and you run it a couple of times, it'll
You
always be
can
the same.
change that.
The thing is that people don't know that if you close, like if you
Lean it up or
lean
you
it
close
up, lean it
half.
down, it's a
It's
completely
a very
course.
different track.
Yes.
But if you really wanted to, you could just hack into that,
And
put
make
new
something else.
foam,
You
new
can move
paint.
it. You can just cut stones out and make
Yeah.
it change.
Move
At the end of the day,
stones.
it's easy. You just paint over
Like
the
it's
top.
not fixed.
Yeah.
No.
They
You can
look
always
like
add it
rocks.
to it.
To be
yeah.
honest,
But
if you're
they're not
careful
rocks.
enough, you could probably take the inserts out and just replace them with interchangeable ones.
Well, look, see, that now neatly goes into what I'm trying to lead into is
Yeah.
the mix of the two
Mix of the two. Okay.
of Phil's tile idea,
Uh-huh.
where I think that if we had the ideas for these obstacles,
Yeah.
then everyone's on the same obstacle.
If it's the same obstacle, you could then set weekly, monthly courses for people to
exactly.
do, and time challenges.
And if those tiles
Put
then
axes on the case.
fit in the cases,
Mhm.
then do you
Yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah,
Your
yeah,
whole
good one.
play box is inside.
Yeah.
I was trying to think about it in that fashion.
I do
but-
think I want more depth on something, because sometimes
Well,
I
it's
feel
a
really
gun
restricted.
case.
I would love to make a mountain with like tunnels and stuff through, because it just is so possible. If you had a bigger place, that would be.
But why?
amazing.
Well, you can do. I think you can do a mountain on that. You just have to think in 3D.
Well, I do.
And you could
Yeah,
also
I know,
do,
folding and everything.
but you could
Yeah.
folding up, lifting up kind
So
of
you
stuff.
can do a mountain by simply changing the perspective of how the case is.
Yeah,
And then,
that's still the case itself. But what we're
I don't know, but no. I'm saying like, if you put the case always like this and you
Yeah.
create the
You
mountain
create this
like
as
that,
your course this
Yeah.
way.
and then when it closes, it will be something you'll have to get a bit creative. But you have to think more in 3D rather than you have a flat surface.
Right,
And this
okay,
is where I'm
but-
going to put
right,
the
right.
stuff,
Put
and I
your
can't
flat
go higher with
surface.
this. Yeah.
and you went and you did this. Yeah, you lifted something up out of
Yeah,
that flat
that's a mountain
surface
as well.
with a couple of sticks.
You don't need to, because
Yeah.
you can just raise it.
No, but then you've got a flat level and a bent level and a high level and a low level. Yeah, rather than
get
just
two-
one thing that's lifted.
Yeah, but if you get two
you
cases,
could do.
then
There's a
have-
lot of
yeah.
different ways. Yeah,
Loads.
there's a lot of different ways to go
And my brain
around
couldn't
that.
comprehend
And again,
folding things,
this is
so-
all about inciting you guys out there to get involved and bring out some of your ideas.
Yeah.
We're just three guys here, barely know what we're doing, you know. So
Goes back to Warhammer days. That's
Oh, see,
Yeah.
a drivable pop-up book
that's what that's what's in my head, is that you just
with the
flat this, pull this, whatever it is, and it
Yeah.
comes up and it's a something.
like
with
with
a
the
bit of a
kids'
ramp.
books that you open up the
Yeah.
pages and it's a little
Exactly.
house. That will be cool.
So you're making the 3D-ness,
Yeah.
but it allows it to fold back and
That's quite a
close.
big book, but yeah.
But the
It's quite a
idea
bit.
is,
It's, yeah, good idea.
the
but it's
idea
quite a
is,
big
is
book.
in that same thing.
Yeah, that's not.
You
Yeah.
can do a
There's no book like that. That's like.
I guess you
big
can do
size
like a
thing,
book
yeah.
that's this size,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
And you-
something like that. It would have to.
Yeah,
And when you open it up, it's twice the size, anyways.
I think for me it's more about that. It's a box when you put it together.
Make a fake one.
It's all sealed and closed.
Mm.
It's in its own box, and you've opened it up, and it's a world inside the box.
Yeah.
What's
Like it is
inside
now.
there, I'm
Yeah.
happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that I don't have to. Right now, every time I put something on there, I'm gutted because
Yeah.
it's wrong.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
Yeah.
I'd love a landscape, but I want it to be neater, tidier. Keep it in. Sean, thanks for joining us. Take care, buddy.
Your,
Hey, Sean.
the bigger one that you've got is a good display for when you've got a stand.
Yeah,
That
it's
is the
all
one that
right.
you've got your models
No,
on,
it,
and then the other ones are the ones that the people are playing.
Yeah, I
it's
know,
all
but
right. It's still massive,
like
bro.
it's
move it.
it's always with something on top, with stuff on top.
With
and
stuff on top, and it's just always going to get damaged. That's
Yeah.
the issue.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You could also use the foam sheets.
Hard to carry as well.
You could easily use foam sheet and cut
It
into
is
there,
very
so
hard to
like
carry.
insulation. You could easily
It's just hard
make
to
the
carry.
same courses.
Like we could do lots of things, but it's not right. I've just noticed something there that Carlos brought in. See this little thing here?
This.
That, yeah. Can you bring it
We
forward?
need Tom.
Yeah,
Can you
I'll
bring it
stand.
forward?
I'll put my
Can you
knife
bring it
in
forward?
the
So
knife.
this, for anyone that doesn't know what this is a speed gun. And I've asked Carlos to bring it, so I'm changing the subject. I've Carlos to bring it.
He's segueing.
I'm
No,
I'm
there's no segue.
hard
It's
cut
just
segue. Yeah. I'm a little bit gutted. John Daniels knows why. Yeah. He knows
Well,
why
they know
I'm
why.
gutted.
You've told them.
Yeah. So,
Right
yes.
at the beginning.
So we was building something that I think is going to be just crazy fast, and I've asked Carlos to bring his thing there.
Yeah.
So, do you think it's possible for us to maybe get
We can try with a tiny whoop.
a tiny whoop? You
We
think?
can try a tiny whoop just to see.
charity.
All right. So we're going to try and do a couple of little speed tests just for fun.
How fast can a tiny whoop go?
How fast can Carlos make his tiny whoop? Are you going to do it in brushed or brushless?
Huh?
Brushed,
Brushless.
brushless. 1S.
1S, yes.
2S.
1S.
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 So
Shall we do like a little competition and see
who's going to vote? Who's going to win?
who's gonna hit the
Well,
exact miles per hour?
Actually, I've got something that I want to give away.
Okay.
Yeah, you know me, I tidy a lot, and I found a jumper. That one there. See it there?
Okay.
Yep. Give me that.
S.
It's a
Oh.
small.
I like this one.
Yeah. This is small hoodie. I know it's summertime.
A small hoodie.
It is a small. It is. It's an S. Look,
Yes.
small. And I did this. That's my artwork, and I've pressed it on
Hey,
the front.
Gaffer.
So I'm gonna give this away later on today to one of you guys.
The one that.
For some reason.
The one that.
The one that tells
guesses.
us how many digits is it? Is it
2.
like 24.2?
No, just 2 digits. So 24 miles an hour.
So 23 miles or 24 miles?
Yeah. So whoever's the
okay.
closest one.
All right. So whoever gets the number, the speed,
If I can get a
and you
good
get
shot.
one vote each, one number each. Yeah. Whoever gets the speed, well, it's small. Remember that. Yeah. You'll win this. That's today's prize. It's a nice. It's a hoodie. It's got pockets at the front with a hood and a lovely bit of logo at the front.
All right, so I need to set up.
So put your guesses in. How fast? How fast? Oh, don't put ash into my bag. What are you like? How fast can Carlos fly? What motors have you got, Carlos? Let's try and give people as many different.
What motor?
Yeah.
I need to find everything first.
What motors?
Oh, I need a 1S battery charged. Do you have one?
No, bruvs. I don't pre-charge my lipos. He's asked me every single time. Yeah, can we charge some? Yeah, there's chargers. It's every single time. So we've got 30 miles an hour and 32. Anyone else want to put your votes in whilst the boys are arranging their teams? Yeah. So, all right. Look, John. No, Richard. Rich, look at that. This one says Iron Man flies FPV, and it is a 2XL. So double XL. If we happen to have a chubster win the competition, you can have this one.
Do you mean your size?
Yeah, Iron Man flies FPV 2XL instead of the Love
Right.
FPV one.
So I'm gonna send you then.
So are you gonna?
I'm gonna call.
So you're gonna have to refone me. All right, now it's gonna get complicated now, people.
Where's the thing?
So Carlos is gonna phone me again. What, the gun?
Yes.
Tom's got it.
Oh, you got it. Okay.
So Carlos is
You know
going to
how to
phone me
operate it.
You're
again
going to call him with the
on
video
the
as well,
Skypey thing,
Yeah, just so we can hear you.
so that we can watch them, and we'll go from there. I think we're making it up as we go along. So if you can put your speed in, how fast can you show us the tiny whip, Tom? Carlos.
I can show you the tiny one. Yeah.
Oh, hang on. There's Tom. We get him there. Yeah, can you show us the tiny? Can you show us it?
There we go.
Hang on, no, that's it. This is what's flying now. Can you guys? I have to take the first number, Smithy. I think someone else put 32 miles. So if you can look back, there's 30. Smithy's got 32. Richard's got 36. Jonathan has got 35. Sparky says 40 miles an hour. Drew Bean says 42 miles an hour. Yeah, short.
This is the fastest 1S whoop I've ever flown.
That gives you a clue. So you get one vote each, and I think we're nearly everyone's in. So whoever gets that number.
Unmuted now.
Okay. Hello, people.
Okay, can you hear Tom?
Shall I think he's coming down this pathway.
Oh, put that out the way.
He hasn't got much space to exit, except for up.
All right.
Train track there.
Tom. That's the alleyway at the back of my house. My favourite alleyway. I love.
Yeah, so there is no space.
This alleyway. 55 miles an hour from.
No, go that way.
Uh-huh.
Why is that on? That should be off. Yes.
Oh, we're losing.
I'm ready. Why are we losing that thing?
I don't know.
Tom,
I think you disconnected.
you've gone too far.
There we go.
Okay.
Yeah, don't go too far, Tom. Stay where the gate is.
I can't go too far then now.
Stay where the gate is. Just there. Yeah, that's it. Are you going to fly from in here?
Yeah.
Wow. Here we go. Are you ready, guys? So we've got. Thanks, Rich. My back passage. We've got 55 miles an hour, 42 miles an hour, 40, 35. Tom, can we see the speed gun in the picture? 35, 36, 32. Great, we can see it. 30 miles an hour. That's about it. That is the range. So everyone's saying you're going to do 30 plus, Carlos. They think your little tiny whoop can do 30 plus miles an hour.
Maybe.
Drew, Drew's now expecting 25, but let's see.
Pretty tight.
Yeah. Have you taken off yet? No, he hasn't taken off yet. I say it's going to do. I'm going to say 38 miles. Can I guess 38?
No.
I can't guess.
Yeah.
So we've got a 30, a 32, 36, 35, 40, 42, and a 55.
Okay.
Ghaffar, I hope I'm saying your name right. Ghaffar Hussein, he says 55. He's got a lot of faith in you there, Carlos.
Okay, so I'm
and
gonna
in
go
the
this
speed
way.
of your tiny whoop.
Okay.
Yeah. Where are you going?
Going backwards a bit.
Where are you
ready?
going?
Yeah.
Coming in.
Your picture's stopped a bit, Tom.
Oh.
24.
It's all right, you're safe. 24.
Wait.
That one doesn't count. Carlos didn't like that one. It didn't count, but that was 24. Gaff. All right, Gaff, I'll call you.
You want to go down? You want it? Down here.
That was 24, the first attempt. Yeah, does that make anything? Yeah. Drew, you was very close there, saying 25. So the first attempt was 24 miles an hour, Gaff. Here we go. He's going for another go now.
Coming in.
25, that looks like. 25. Drew.
I think you're a bit enclosed here.
Another one. Ready?
25 miles an hour out of a 1S. Who knew?
24.
Oh, wow. So we're not getting up to those 40s and 50s.
I think
We're going to need a 2S.
Last one.
We are going to need a 2S to get up to those kind of speeds.
You're up the right
23.
way, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm good.
14. How'd you manage that?
Coming in.
Yeah, I think
26.
spot on there at 25.
Oh, that's just fast.
Wow.
No, 26. That last one was 26.
Was 26. Oh, Drew said 42 originally. Are you saying, what does that mean, Drew? Are you putting your hands up saying that you don't want to win?
Here, look. You see how that's now expanded to fill the gap?
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. Look how much it's expanded.
Yeah, only small blobs. The air bubbles really do work well.
Wow.
Yeah, that was the full throttle as well.
And that was full throttle 1S.
Full throttle 1S, yes.
And what size prop? 31 mil prop.
40. Thank you.
Oh, hang on. Can we shut that?
Shall we try 2S?
Do you have a 2S?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or 3S?
Well, let's do 2S and then 3S. How about you guys? You want 2S and then 3S? Yeah, we'll do 2S and 3S. All right, so let's do it for the 2S one then. Drew, I totally appreciate you putting your hands up for that. Same prize. Let's guess how fast he's going to fly. Inception me. Look at the back of my head. How fast is he going to fly the 2S? Are you flying 2S?
He's trying to find a battery.
Yeah. How fast is the 2S going to fly?
I have a battery.
So put your votes in now. It's definitely going to be faster than 25.
Well,
Do you think?
Tight. It's really tight. I think actual location is playing a thing with the speed. I think you can get a lot faster.
I zoomed down that alleyway.
No, I think
there's loads of room.
No, I think in an open field
No,
you
that
get
was
top
full
speed.
throttle. I couldn't go faster.
You couldn't go faster. There's loads of room down that alleyway. That's a really wide alleyway.
No, I think
Okay, so the new numbers are coming in, lads. So they're not jumping as high. Gaff is still going high at 55, but the boys they're bringing it down to sensible. Tristan, thank you for your vote there. That was helpful. So we've got 30, 33 at 2S.
I have a 2S.
32s.
This is a Beta 75.
33s there. Rich and Andy, you can guess again because they've already been taken, those two numbers. Rich and Andy, guess again. Sparky's going to 41.
So who won
33.
the other one then?
Well, no one, because Drew said 42 first.
Oh, okay.
And then he said, I'll guess 25.
But wasn't it the closest one?
Well, he wasn't that close. So we're going to do it for this one. So you're going to get the jumper for this one. All yeah? Right. We'll get the jumper for this one. So whoever's going to get the jumper. Can you just taking off under my chin again? Huh? Okay. All right, hang on. I'm transitioning. Let's go back to this view. Hang on. We're in this view. There we go. So Jonathan says 38. I've got 38. Rich has gone for 34. 41s. John Daniel's on 30. Drew's on 32. Gaff's on 55. Smithy, I think, is on 32. Rich gone 34. Here we go. Are we ready now for speed test number 2? This is a 2S. 2S tiny whoop. What size prop?
55.
55 mil props. That could go a lot faster than you think. Andy's back in at 35. So 35, 34, 38, 41. Thanks, Tristan, for your 120. I believe in you too. That might be the 6S one. You never know. We got a 32 from Smithy, a 55 from Gaff, 33 from Drew, and 30 from John. What was that first line? Was 34. 34. Looks like Rich is on the money. Did anyone else see 34? What was that speed, boys? 34. Rich, it's all yours. 40. That's not bad. So we've gone from 24 to 40. That's quite a jump. That is quite a jump. Congratulations, Rich. Fat boy size or little boy size, let me know. And then we'll give the other one away for the 3S test. That's quite impressive. So you've gone from 24 to 40. Was one of those 40 miles an hour, Carlos? I don't know. I can't hear them talking.
Well, try to understand what the hell the end is.
I think one of those was 40 odd mile an hour.
But I think like 40-ish.
I think you've got another 5 on each of the scores.
No, no.
No? So what do you think there?
It can go.
The first one was 34, yeah?
What?
Yeah,
Which one?
30, 40, and then
Was
39.
30? You had 34.
34, 35, and then 40, and then 39.
Right. So, by the decree of the decrees, Rich got that one because he said 34, and it was 34 first.
But it's the max speed.
And the max speed was
40.
And nobody got 40.
41. Isn't it the closest?
No,
one?
he's got to get it. He's got to get it.
Now
Yeah.
you got
So
to get 3 out.
so
Oh,
Rich,
yes, a bit.
Rich wins something, one of those jumpers.
Okay.
You got a 3S.
No.
It's too much.
You don't want to fly a 3S.
Not for there, no.
You don't think you'll be able to
After
pull out?
an hour of flying, you
I
would be
won't.
able to, but yeah, not just to pick it up, right?
No. I will. At any moment
Okay.
there, I'm gonna hit something and destroy it completely. And I don't want to do that.
All right, fine. No, well, you know, look, you have to take the safety is paramount.
Yeah.
Damn, have you got 3S?
Oh, I haven't actually. If Tristan was here,
I can do maybe a very slow. I'm not gonna push it to the max, but I can do like
no,
a
there's
little
no
bit.
point. If you're not going to push it, there's no point.
No, I can push it maybe past 40, but no more than that.
It has to go
Because-
full speed.
Well, it can't
No,
go
it's
full
kind of
speed.
like this.
Because
It's just
how do you fly this?
I think we need to take these to a park.
How do you fly
Yeah,
this
you
at full
do.
speed?
Well, at quite some angle.
Like this.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you're looking at the floor.
Yes.
You can't see anything else.
Yeah.
Now the area, the flyable area that I have there, is this. Yeah. Where this is looking at the floor and I can't see anything else. Or where does
Can't
it
you look at the
end?
patterns, the lines on the ground?
It's so easy.
Just memorize.
Well, I've already done it at 40, and for like inches, I clipped that tree at the end twice.
Okay. I think we
So
should
it's
go
very.
to.
Yeah,
I think we should go to a park and do it
Yeah,
I've
again.
reached for it.
Yeah. So we'll do the 3S and we'll record it for later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we'll come back to you on that because there is something else that's going to get shown as well. I was hoping to be able to show
What's
it.
that?
I can't because it's not here.
Oh, the motors.
Yeah.
The
So
thing. Okay.
yeah, so we can't do that at all.
You can't do that.
Um,
Challenge one
but
of you to
I'm-
doing the course. Let's
I
see what you can
think.
do.
that was a little speed test, and I think
I
we're going
think
to
the
do
3S
more.
will do probably like 55.
You reckon 55
Yes.
for the 3S?
Yes.
That's still not fast enough.
Not fast enough. You're crazy. It's
Yeah.
a 3S.
That's still not fast enough.
It is fast, plenty. 55. That's how a car goes in.
No, I need it over 70.
No way. You're gonna do that.
What about the
Not with
Sentinel
those.
three.
Not with
4S
those
you could-
motors.
4S you could
Because
probably
the
get up to
SCs
that.
don't have enough juice for.
You don't think they've got enough
No.
guff?
This one. Probably yes.
What 1106 motors?
It's 1106 motors, and the ESC is like 28 or something. So I'm sure that this can hit 70 or maybe even a bit more.
I want
And I can tilt the camera like this, so I don't have to look at the floor.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I can-
okay, all right. So
I can actually go.
we'll do
Wow.
some speed tests. Yeah,
But not like in your back.
No.
Well, I guess this one I can probably do in the back.
do it now.
No, don't wreck it. Do it.
No.
at field.
All right, look, if
There's
you're
no
if
reference.
you're
There's no
hesitant,
reference.
there's no point doing it. This is very
It's just,
important.
70.
Train
If you're
track.
hesitant,
70 in an alleyway.
Yeah.
That's the size of a coin.
If you're hesitant
Yeah,
in
no,
yourself,
do
then
another
then
way,
you
yeah,
shouldn't
do
do
that another way,
stuff.
yeah.
So this is like your own little warning signs.
It's more about damage.
Um,
It's not about doing any damage. It's
well,
about
this-
losing the course.
Yeah,
well,
the-
there's only
any-
my
any-
neighbour's house at the end.
I don't know, but any click on this and this is gonna vaporize a 70.
Fine, then we'll just take it to a park and we'll do
Yeah,
it there.
Yeah,
But So we've got though, we've got the speed gun in hand. So we've established 1S.
1S.
Our fastest 1S
25
was 25
miles an hour.
Our fastest 2S
Yes.
was 40.
40. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyone that can beat that,
I reckon you
show
can
us
get
a
up to
video.
Wait. But
30.
it's not. It's not about the weight.
Wait.
It's not about the speed, because at 2S I can do more. But this
Just
is
not here.
55. This is 75.
Oh, that should have 60. Yeah, hang on. That's
Yeah.
tiny little motors, and
Yes.
like this would go faster.
That will go faster.
So why don't we put this one in the air?
That's a 3S.
Well,
No, he
show it to
doesn't
me.
want to do that.
Oh, you don't
Huh?
want to do it.
That's the
Alright,
2S.
fly my 2S one.
Uh,
This would fly faster than your 75 motors.
You want to fly this?
Fly that.
Oh my God!
You've got no camera.
No, not
angle.
here. Don't do
I
it.
can fly it.
Yeah, because it's mine. You don't care.
No, I will care. Do you want me to try yours?
Do you know what I mean? I just
Oh,
want
we-
to. I want to see how fast
A
we can
small
get.
tear tonight if it's lost.
But
need
don't
to-
break it.
I need to charge the battery then.
Right, charge your battery and then go, because we have only got a little bit of time left.
Well, you got to do the course. Someone's going to have to go on the course.
Huh? I'm gonna go on the
Yeah.
course afterward.
Yeah, you got to have it.
Well, that's
oh,
after.
I thought when you were on the show. No?
No, we're doing that after.
No, we'll do it after.
We'll do that after. Yeah, we'll do that after.
We're gonna
Uh,
do a lot of
So,
it after.
if anyone, as usual, if anyone's got any questions, just put them in the chat and in there, and I'll answer them and do what I can to, answer problems and things. So where else are we now? We've got. Oh, Carlos, you know what we didn't do? We didn't put the jungle up. So if you saw the show last week, I made a little jungle out of just cheap off eBay fake vine leaves and string or vines, and a net,
Annette.
and a net. Yeah,
Who's
And-
Annette?
I haven't seen it.
lovely bird.
Oh, it's a
And-
bird.
Yes, and put that, and then wouldn't mind. I wish we put that up already, but it will take 5-10 minutes to put it up.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. So what you're doing now? You charging the battery?
I'm charging the battery. Yeah. It'll take like 5 minutes, probably less. Did we have anything else to talk about?
No, I'm pretty done.
We're pretty talked.
Yeah, I'm pretty done. That's why
I wouldn't mind flying this,
I'm rambling a little bit.
but this might be a bit.
Yeah.
This will be a bit too fast.
I don't think it'll be too fast.
This is faster than a 5-inch. So
Tristan's
it's
saying be careful because he's killed one of his quads
Carlos the quad killer.
out the back
Nice.
here.
But his, I was flying like smoothly,
I don't
slowly.
remember that. I don't remember that killing any of his ones in there.
Yeah, it slightly hit one grass and then the motor died. Remember? But it was the SC. But it was because of the flight controller. Actually, it was the V1 from Beta FPV,
Ages ago that was. Okay.
which happened to me as well, from just like bouncing off.
We need this bind plug, I believe.
Oh, we need a bind
you
plug.
need the bind
Okay.
plug.
We'll
Hang
find
on.
that
How's
out.
that? That's not a bind. Where's the plug go then? That's
yeah.
not the same as the picture that Drew sent me. Drew, is it?
Huh?
Yeah.
Which flight controller would you buy for them?
What are you buying it for?
So for the Sensi 3S, I guess the latest Beta FPV flight controller. Oh no, there's new ones. Do you have those? No. Are
No.
you gonna get those?
They're coming.
Oh, they're coming. Okay. So they're gonna come new flight controllers
For 3S though.
for 3S that you can solder the motors a lot easier to them.
Yes.
But you already have some for 2S, don't
Yes.
you? Yeah. Which,
And I'm
which-
getting some for 1S as well.
for 1S.
Mm.
Okay. Interesting.
Because there is still value at an indoor meeting.
There is. Look at this. Like 24 miles an hour
Yeah.
is nothing to
It's nothing to wait to
shun about.
Yeah. So
for a 1S.
for a 1S,
Tiny whoop.
1S tiny whoop at an indoor meeting, you can't fly a 2S at an indoor meeting.
Yeah.
They won't let you in, most of them. So if you want to
Yeah.
fly something a little bit faster than a brushed,
Yes.
your only real option is a 1S, and you're not
Yes.
going to get that with a 2S flight controller.
And
It has to be that 1S one.
And I'm gonna release. I don't know if it will be this week or maybe next week. I'm gonna release the specs for this. This is a build that I've been tampering with, and it's basically, you can't see it here, but this is basically a modified UR UAV, but in a way that this flies a lot better. Like you've seen a fly at Tristan's, like when we were down there.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
was it. And it's insane. Like the the way that this flies is just.
I love it.
Just
So
insane.
so 1S brushless is what I'm saying is there's still a lot of time and a lot of value.
Oh yeah.
Even though we are always more mindset.
Yes.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with what the 1S was giving you, and in its position, in its place,
Yeah.
it's freaking awesome.
Yeah.
You know, you're gonna enjoy, even if they let you fly a 2S at somewhere like Paul's. Yeah.
No,
But let's say they let you fly a 2S,
I'm not gonna.
you'd be flying that always like you're holding back the range.
Of course, yeah.
Whereas
and this
a 1S,
you're pushing it.
you'll be pushing the 1S, so you're actually enjoying yourself more. So there is definitely room and place for 1S brushless motors and builds. So let's not put them out. So we've established what I'm trying to get to is a speed league table. I'm trying to think about what the name of it would be. A league table for whoops, like a speed table. So we've put 2 times on.
We put the Beta FPV with 55 mil props.
Yeah, so you're gonna have to do this. We'd have to do it to prop size.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
motor.
lipo.
No, prop, motor, lipo.
Okay, but then that makes it far too many categories. But with just like how many categories? So like we've done this prop, this motor, blah blah, this speed.
Yeah.
Yeah, and see what we can get out of that. See if we can get. Do you think just prop sizes?
Prop size.
Well, and lipo. So you can have 40 mil 1S and 40 mil 2S.
Yes. Yeah.
You can have 40 mil 1S or 40 mil 2S.
I guess you could do probably prop size only because but you should.
It has to be
you should note what was the motor that was used because that's important.
Yeah. Okay.
Otherwise, if people want to reproduce that, they're not gonna be like, oh, I put the prop size on my 70,000 and it doesn't. It just kills it.
Well, that would kill it then on too much.
Right. Where's your remote control?
It's in this bag.
Oh, okay. You want to take it out? Is it this?
Yeah. It's that big one. So, if anyone else...
Where's your drone?
If anyone else wants to put an entry in for fastest whoop, whoop, whoop speed, kind of blah blah,
let me just
let us know.
Where's your whoop?
We're just going to need a video.
Well, how are people going to do that? It's going to be hard.
They're going to do pretty much what we just did.
Yeah, you just need to get a speed camera, a couple of friends.
Yeah.
It's not an official thing, is it?
Kind of thing. You know, it's not official. None of this is official. This is just us having some fun.
Where's the quad? Did you hide it so I don't destroy it?
I didn't even touch it. What are you talking about?
I don't know what you're doing with it.
What one? What, this one?
Is it underneath the lid of that Unimog thing?
That one?
Oh yeah, there you go. He was hiding it.
I've hidden it away. I've hidden it away. Oof. Yeah. Yes, Gaff. It is better. I think it is. I think it'll be awesome. Just for fun. You know? So maybe we need to go to Tristan's or something.
Just that golf.
For what?
You know, probably
or Leighton. Yeah, maybe we could go to the golf course.
Sensi?
Film?
Are you gonna?
Do you want me to film it?
Are you not gonna film it?
Yeah. I just need to check how the hell I go to stabilize mode and stuff. Or
Can you phone us up?
Yeah, 1 second.
He's gonna phone us up now.
I need to find what.
I'm just taking.
You know what you can do in the meantime?
What?
You can turn on the. What stupid frequency do you have here?
I don't know.
Turn on the.
Oh, this one.
Camera, yeah, and add it to that one. Okay?
Oh, now you're asking now. See now.
Okay, I found where the air mode is.
Yes. So when you're ready to film us, let me know.
Yeah. No. Stop that.
What? What are you doing?
Disconnect that. Discard. Close that. Camera.
Oh, you want to do it that way?
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna have to do this though.